A fluid, positive, offensive first half for the United States against Nigeria. 23rd minute, nice flick on by Clint Dempsey.
Yeah, I thought the U.S. did a good job of overloading that midfield and then picking and choosing their moments like this for a guy like Bradley to come out and create an opportunity.
And then here's an opportunity. Exactly what Lexi was saying. Fabian Johnson making that good run to the inside where the space was.
No!
And what every American fan wanted to see was a nice little tap in from Josie Altidore to break that long streak, that long goalless streak.
Great run of form for Fabian Johnson as well.
It's great movement from the U.S., but, once again, I'll talk about the lack of concentration, the ball watching from the Nigerian back four, Yobo, who's been he's captain today, he's been a captain before, but, if you are going to defend the goal, you have to defend it properly, and there's no way you can make what I call the Chelsea block. If the ball is behind you, you've got no chance to react. So position yourself properly, then you've got the opportunity to see the man, to see the ball, and you can react properly.
Tim Howard's 100th cap. We saw that pre-game ceremony as he was certainly honored for that. If this is the starting 11 against Ghana, I feel some good vibes coming off of you.
Yes, I think that it has to be worked out specifically when it comes to the three, let's call them defensive midfielders. I know Michael Bradley is more of an attacking type of midfielder now, but essentially is with him and Jermaine Jones and Kyle Beckerman figuring out when and where to go. But I like the fact that they did overload that in midfield, didn't give Nigeria a lot of time to play around, and then boom, they recognized the moment and they sprung at times.
Well, how many times did you see Nigeria really get numbers in the box when it wasn't kind of a turnover and the U.S. kind of gave them the opportunity? They clogged that middle, made it extremely difficult for Nigeria to get time and space, took the right times to hit them on the counter, got numbers forward, created 2-3 good shots from distance, and then got the good chance when someone, well, like I said, Yobo fell asleep and Altidore with the tap-in.
And usually that would suit the way that Nigeria play, because, we also like to play counter-attacking football, but when you actually see too much of the ball, sometimes you can come a little bit bogged down, you're expecting to get that easy opening. That wasn't forthcoming, and as Casey said, you get punished down the other end.
Let's get a little context. Again, we heard late in the first half, as Ian told us, about the injury to Elderson Echejile, normally, the left back for Nigeria, out for the World Cup. The impact of that will be what?
It's a big blow defensively. He's certainly one of the guys who seems to concentrate more than the others. Ambrose is just as adventurous, if not more, but doesn't quite have that defensive sort of capability for me. And going forward as well, he's also been one of the most solid players. So it's a bit of a headache for Stephen Keshi, but Ashinawa has done quite well so far in the first half. Be interesting to see just what kind of reaction, comes in the next few days in the camp, when he probably realises this is a big opportunity now, to stake a regular place. But, there are people in the squad, and this is what professional football is all about. Somebody gets injured, you step up to the plate, take the opportunity, and, I'm sure that you will.
Nigeria opening with Iran on the 16th, same day the USA swinging into action. Next Wednesday before the World Cup begins. If you can join us live, great. If not, set your DVR at 3 p.m. Eastern for our FIFA World Cup preview show right from our headquarters at Copacabana Beach. You can always find a pickup game. I've had those. You guys had a couple of those. Enjoying the music and the people watching along the most famous beach in the world. We're coming back. The Josie Altidore goal, the USA up 1-0. This is a friendly, 6 substitutions per side. So things will change, and we may lose some of that fluidity on the field in the second half. What are you looking for in these second 45?
Fast forward 9 days from now. What if the U.S. is up at halftime 1-0 against Ghana, a game that they have to win in order to get out of that group? How does the opposition, in this case Nigeria, adjust, and then how does the U.S. adjust to their adjustments?
I think we saw Nigeria at the end of that first half starting to gain a little bit of momentum.
Good tempo, yeah.
And I agree. Yeah. Now, how do they react to a team that needs to get a goal to get back into the game, and understand sometimes you might be able to hit them again on the counter as they push more numbers forward? It's
a learning curve for everybody. I'm sure Jurgen Klinsmann, as Casey said, will be looking for his players, to be able to sit back and absorb a little bit. For the Nigerians, it's a test of can they truly break down a side that is probably not as accomplished as them individually, but collectively, certainly, they've got the right spirit, and technically, they're sound enough to be able to hold good teams at bay.
U.S. with the lead at the half under Jurgen Klinsmann, his 3 years at the helm. 18 matches in this circumstance. The United States undefeated. The Avenida Atlantica along Copacabana Beach. Stop and get yourself a cold drink. Grab one and come back for the second half.